Greetings and welcome to all the listeners and viewers out there on the Primal 4K app, Fit FM 96.7, Facebook, YouTube, the World Wide Web. I want to welcome you all to Primal Sports Center. I'm your host, Dale.
And I'm Kane the Schwab Watson. Sorry for that. Yep, it's time for Primal Sports Center. And, we're coming to the end of an exciting year in sports, 2024. A lot of things happen, in a lot of sporting arenas, locally and internationally. And as you know, we covered a lot of topics, ranging from, our home sport to as closest to our table tennis.
Yeah.
Not only locally, but internationally. Lawn tennis, football, world sport, you name it. And again, it was an Olympic year.
Yeah.
Olympic year for Jamaicans and all. We look forward to the track and field mostly, but Olympics is not only about track and field, but about all sports, because it's a multi-games, but you name it.
Yeah.
From NBA to lawn tennis, it was a very interesting year, and we look forward to next year. But
Yeah.
to look back at it, and as from a Jamaican standpoint, to kick things off, seeing that this might be the last show of the year for the Primal Sports scene as we embark on another wonderful journey going into 2025. And as I said, again, we have to pick up all the viewers, and each time our ratings keep going up every year, so I want to pick them up again. And share the word, because next year we're looking to go on to greener pastures.
Yeah.
Without you, this would be possible. But
Of course.
again, we cover sports, and to even kick things off and where to start. Because as I said, we can go boxing. We can go, we know Peter and his MMA.
Yeah, jiu-jitsu and
predictions.
Yeah.
To the point. To me, that's probably my highlight for the year.
Yeah.
How Peter keep guessing things so right.
Yeah.
And spot.
100% record, eh?
I come to the conclusion it's not a guess anymore.
Yeah.
He has a crystal ball. It must be because he predicts takedowns here and there and all that. So next year I'm saying venturing into all combat sports. So
all combat sports next year?
Yeah, can pick music for him later. I also pick Usyk to win the boxing match later. But with these predictions, he has a Schwab-like year.
Yes,
so
yes.
Yeah. But for me, the highlight of the year, and as a Jamaican, is Roger Stoner winning the men's discus in an Olympic record, 70 meters, and to me that capped off. And I would say I sort of disappointed Olympics because we hope to get a lot of medals.
The medal tally was very low, on the track.
We had hopes of Kishane Thompson, Sherika Jackson got injured. A lot of mishaps happening in relays. Triple jump. Long jump people did well, but to me that performance showed our resilience and showed that once we get traction in anything, we can be world beaters. Because who to think of it that we would get a discus winner? If you think back 20 years ago, when you look at champs, we're far off. But we see where the throws keep improving at champs.
Yeah.
And even on the world stage now, where Roger Stoner is not only the Olympic
champion,
champion,
and
but
remember what 1 and 2 like Frederick and
Frederick
these guys.
Dakers coming up. Yeah, Frederick Dakers and what's next? Travis Michael.
Travis Michael, man.
Yes, Michael, sorry, yeah. But now Roger Stoner, and again, that is paving the way now where we got bronze in shot put. Regina Campbell as well.
Yeah, Regina.
Silver. I think it was silver.
Yeah, Regina Campbell.
Yeah, so that goes to show the field events for Jamaican track and field is improving.
Yeah.
So we're not only a track country, we're a track
and field country.
Yeah.
We've been so for years. Hurdles is still the fields, it's still a field.
On the track.
It's still a field. It's still a field.
Field would be long jump.
Yeah.
James Beckford, James Beckford. Trisha K. Smith, triple jump. Shanika Ricketts also medal. But getting that gold medal for Roger Stoner for me was, that shining moment on a gloomy Paris Olympics.
Yeah.
Because that Paris Olympics had a lot of political.
I think it was a shady Olympics. It was very shady. Yeah, a different word, but I will keep it clean.
Yeah, keep it clean.
Yeah, so that's shady. But I'm going to go a different route in terms of my what is it, my athlete of the year for Jamaica, for me, it would have been Peter. You remember the song that you sang in the studio, the Three Little Birds? Yes, I will go with the Birds Brothers. The Birds Brothers from table tennis, you know. After that, the tragedy in terms of the house burning down, losing passport, everything flat to the ground, went on to the Caribbean under 11 championships to dominate, first time in history. So for me,
Were you there?
yes, I was
That's
there.
why. I mean, if you were there,
Yes,
I can.
yes.
I remember
So definitely, I have
I
to give it
remember
to
you
them.
texting me, telling me, and I could feel your. I mean, what's the word? The happiness.
Yes,
through
man.
the phone, telling me that he won, and then
Yeah.
when I look back and I saw how he had closed out the match,
Yes.
and how he had battled through, so I can imagine, because I tell people my top 5 sporting moments in my life,
Mm-hmm.
and most of it is because of what I'm connected to and what my affection is.
Yeah.
And for me, my cousin winning an event at Boys Champs to me is one of the greatest sporting moments.
Pete.
Yeah, because he's my cousin and he's my
Yeah.
family. Also,
Class
reggae
2, 110 hurdles.
Yeah.
All right, I was there.
Yeah, but because he's my cousin, I mean, everybody's like, "Oh, another case man win a race."
Yeah, but it was more personal. Yeah.
I mean, Reggae Boys qualifying for World Cup to me was top to the list.
Yeah.
So, and because I was in the stadium as well.
Yeah.
So for you, I can see why you would say that is your moment of the year.
Yes, yes.
'Cause I'm sure if I was there,
Yeah.
I mean, you were sitting in the corner,
Yeah.
not well in the stands, but you were helping coaching them.
Yeah.
See the journey you were a part of that journey.
Yes.
So I can see why
Yes.
you would say that is at the top of your
So it's both Malone Bird and Shaq Kyle, because I also won the doubles.
doubles as well.
So, you know, so that cap it off. So, you know, I keep it in table tennis, local.
Yeah, but
And
I mean, you
it
share
was a
your
big,
journey,
yeah, it
'cause
was
you're
a big
part of that
victory.
journey.
Yeah.
And to see them go there and, I mean, in the stands being nerve wracking, and for them to pull it off and going
Yeah,
against
man.
beating the Puerto Rican.
And I have a shout out, you know, it wouldn't be possible if we didn't get Atlantic Industrial Electrical to sponsor the Three Little Birds. You know,
a little place on Maxfield Avenue.
a little place on Maxfield Avenue.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So that is my pick for I just say players of the year as a Jamaican, as a local in table tennis. Yeah.
If you were going personal, then I'd probably pick myself.
Yeah.
For me, winning my 5th title to be coming
Yes.
back from retirement and winning, and
Yeah.
I mean, in that fashion, being up and, I mean, peg back, come back, but
3-all down to the wire, 11-9 in the 7th game.
yeah, so but overall, I would give Roger Stone.
Roger,
Over myself.
yeah, man,
Easy,
yeah, man,
easy,
yeah,
easy.
man. Olympic title.
Yeah. And also the Reggae Boys winning bronze medal in the CONCACAF Nations League.
So what are you giving the Reggae Boys? Are you just mentioning the Reggae Boys?
I mean, they're winning a medal. And
Okay.
I mean, they had a historic run.
A historic run this time
I
around.
remember the Reggae Girls' historic run. Everybody was on the...
Yeah.
Yeah, we give Reggae Boys a good credit. All the way
Yeah.
they did well for them.
Wasn't the Reggae Girls this year?
World Cup? No, it was last year. Reggae Girls was this year? It
June? No.
was last year, the Women's World Cup.
Yeah.
I mean, time flies. I think it was...
Time fly, Peter.
Time flies.
That was,
Yeah, we won't call further, but I think it was last year. But yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of things happened last year. Being this
and
year.
yeah, man, and even
From one
sticking with the
season.
Olympics, though, I Novak Djokovic
Yeah.
completing by getting that Olympic title.
Yeah,
That was also a big one.
Big one
It kind of
for-
under the radar, but
Yeah.
that
Because
that
Olympic
victory.
tennis is not really highlighted that much. Plus, I mean, it's
But it
3 cents.
complete it.
It
Complete
yeah, 'cause his
the cap.
contemporaries won it
Yeah.
before. Not not Federer, but Nadal had won it before. But yeah, plus he himself wanted to win it,
Yeah,
and he failed.
and it was
the
an injured year too for him as well.
Yeah. So
So that was.
that was a big thing.
I think it was a big thing, and it's somewhat was kind of quiet though. But I thought that was
But
a
say,
big.
No, that I'm zero the game now. So he's the
Exactly,
GOAT.
exactly.
But yeah, not my goal, but it's easier. But
yeah,
definitely a big title for him because you always want to win everything you're competing, and he had won all the Grand Slams, so that was eluding from his trophy cabinet, and he finally got it. So
Yeah, Novak.
But to grade the Olympics, though, what would you grade the Olympics in terms of, you'd say, from 1 to 10, how much you give this year Olympics?
For me, throughout my lifetime,
Not only because of Jamaica's sport.
yeah. For me, I think this was the worst Olympics of all time. based on what I've witnessed, experienced. I started watching the Olympics from maybe about 88. So from
88?
Seoul Olympics, yeah. I saw a little piece of it.
little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah. I was very young though, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think this Olympics was probably the worst one I've ever seen. Yeah, just the whole vibes. No, Tokyo, because of the pandemic, was kind of different. That was different. So you can kind of take that out of the mix. But in terms of having everything regular and normal, and I think this was the worst Olympics ever.
I would probably put it the second or so.
Which one beat this one?
96.
Atlanta?
Yeah, Atlanta was down there.
No.
Worst
Worst one was Russia. It was a boycott.
Peter was
People
not that
talking
old.
about 1980.
1980 you're talking. It's 80 or 84? 1980?
1918. We were around
Because
the Titanic days. People
yeah.
used to take ship. You should tell us about
Ship and all them things. Them things they play
the
never
Olympics and play the ball. Peter, whatever the ball them tell Peter. We're talking about what we saw in our lifetime.
Yes.
I think Atlanta was worse than this one.
Is that Atlanta?
Atlanta was dull. Atlanta was overrated, bro. When you really look back on it, Atlanta wasn't.
Yeah.
Greece, Athens was good.
I think Sydney was great.
Sydney was good.
Beijing obviously
Beijing
was top class.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
Beijing.
not only because Bolt and all.
Yeah, no, you have other Olympics and the settings
London
and
was
the
okay.
atmosphere. Yeah.
London was okay. 2012.
No, but France, I think France was.
Yeah, France. I give it probably 3 out of 10.
And it had a lot of controversy within the Olympics itself. Yeah, you had. I don't know if there are men are real women
boxing
in
and
with the boxing issue.
From the whole
Opening ceremony.
Not only with the whole, marking of this and that. I'm talking even about going on the boat with the athletes, because athletes want to wave the flag and walk into the stadium. And
you think they were just trying something different, though?
They tried something different, but to me it failed.
Yeah, I think it was, sometimes when you try to go outside a tradition, it no normally work out.
To all come in and track, I mean, so, even so, people try to go against what even works. And the first thing even come to my mind when you said it was NBA and All-Star game.
The All-Star game that they're trying to implement now.
And now they have the NBA Cup, and to me it's just they're reaching. So with France and the Olympics, they were reaching with this opening ceremony.
Yeah.
I mean, closing ceremony, the whole leading up to the game. To me, it was kind of.
So Frog and Peter, when they never see something wrong with the opening ceremony?
I was here first when the point.
Yeah, Peter pointed.
Oh, your point. Yeah, come.
Controversial.
Oh, yeah, the first.
Controversial. When Peter involved.
Yeah,
Peter said it. Yeah. I didn't see the opening ceremony. Afterwards,
I saw a piece of it. I saw
and the point, to me, I was like,
good piece.
They really did that. And I was like, wow, that seemed more like, you leaning to one side versus just being neutral.
Yeah, let's make it. It's about sports.
Yeah.
It's more about the athletes and them supposed to have the shine and the glory and walking out with the flag and just make it.
Doing this whole Last Supper thing, which to me it's
that was crazy.
yeah, and Olympics is a sporting event.
Yeah, all
So
of
it
those
does
things
seem-
supposed to stay outside of
Yeah,
sports.
it was just controversial to me, and I don't know of us Jamaica being a religious country and all.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's why we had a shady Olympics as well.
You probably throw it off a little
Show
bit.
me
eh?
off our game down there. I don't know.
So who
why.
was the most disappointing for this year, though? And who might kind of have a bounce back next year? The most overall. Sharika Jackson for Jamaica?
Or just
Overall.
Jamaican athlete?
Jamaican athlete. We'll stick to Jamaica first.
But I mean,
Sharika.
that was due to injuries.
Okay.
So injuries are not competing. You can't knock somebody if they're not out there to compete. But for somebody to go out there and compete, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, who would you say we would expect more from? Probably Oblique.
Oblique Civil? So you think
So you have to give Kishian credit. This is his first international
probably
tournament and getting a silver medal.
really and truly probably in first ever real big race or
First
second big.
ever beat, yeah.
Yeah, 'cause the Charles was probably the first.
Being nipped at the line, though, was kind of the most painful feeling for the year. But in the grand scheme of
It
things, you have
brought
to give
back
him a lot of
memories doing them.
Yeah.
Because I remember Merlin and Gail Divas and
It's still scarred for life.
yeah man, I remember everybody vex and start cuss and
Which year was that? That was 96 as well?
yeah, 96.
Worst Olympics we tell you was that like that, right? Worst Olympics was that like that. I like to overrate it. I like to overrate it.
And she lost the 200 to on the
Atlanta
line.
peeps, by the way.
Yeah, she lost to what's her name? No man, Jose Perec. In the 200. Yeah. On the line too. On the line.
That's the worst one.
Yeah. She tie up. Merlin always tie up with 5 meters to go. She wanted that victory so bad. You know, Merlin Ati, boy, she had it difficult still, you know.
And back to that men's race where Kishan Thompson placed second. And so it hurt all of us. It was
Yeah, man.
painful.
Yeah.
But Kishan Thompson's first Olympics, getting silver medal, although he was world leading and still ran a good time, losing on the line and the whole controversy, Noah Elias talking and Noah Elias' girlfriend and all other storylines, but he did well.
Yeah.
He got a silver. But next year now, you set the bar now for yourself.
Yeah, it's supposed to be ready.
Going to that next level and getting that experience and winning. But Oblique Seville is probably his 4th, 5th major championship.
Yeah.
Again, what he displayed in the semifinals showed that, hey, finals, big boys time, you're ready. And I mean,
Didn't show
pulling up in the finals and what it looked like more of a mental thing than an injury. By saying it was an injury, but hey, he knows his body, he knows what happened. But
And Glenn Mills also said it's not mental.
so I think it's more mental.
Yeah.
But hey, let's see what next year brings. But that race was the first race where everybody went sub 10. Ever.
In history?
Whether it's in a backyard race or a big event, I don't think there's never been another 100-meter.
Yeah, Asafa was the one who messed up the other. I think 2012 would have been.
When he walked come in.
Yeah, 2012 would have been with
Would have
everybody
been.
on the sub, but Asafa as usual.
But another Jamaican walk come in, but he ran under 10 seconds of it.
Yeah.
So that race was a fast race. And as I said, Kishan Thompson getting the silver medal. But in the manner he got it though was rough.
Yeah.
It was rough, but yeah, disappointing. I would say somebody who went out there to come. Sherika Jackson, yeah, we all want her to win, but she didn't go out there. Next year now, you know what we want for Sherika?
Yeah.
To break the 200-meter record. Whether she win or not, or she could have run it in a organ.
She just need the record to.
We want her to get the record.
So it's a world championship year as well, right? Yeah, it's a world championship year.
Double check that.
Yeah, and I think the superstar for
Shelly
me.
don't retire. Shelly's still active. Shelly said this is her last rodeo. Shelly's still active, still going. I think 38. Age 38.
The surprise at the meet though is have to be Tobago at the Olympics in terms and
In 200.
On the track.
On the track.
The surprise at the meet have to be Tobago. The most yeah. The surprise nobody
Because nobody had Tobago beating.
Yeah.
Noah Elias.
I think the odds was something like 9-1 going into the finals.
Yeah, nobody had Noah Elias losing.
Yeah.
Before, during, and the start of the race.
And the athlete of the year, the female athlete of the year, would have to go to Sydney McLaughlin.
Probably, yeah, Sydney McLaughlin. Dominant.
Yeah.
Breaking another world record. And the fashion should break, but you know my take on that event.
Yeah. The hurdles.
I don't think it's hurdles anyway. It's like more like a hassock.
Yeah.
You just keep over. They're not jumping, but they know what they're doing.
So
next thing you know, you try to change and improve and it get worse.
For 2020, yeah. But for all sports for 2024, your female athlete of the year for all sports.
Caitlin Clark. I'm joking. She won. We were talking about it.
You think it would have been wow, that's a tough one. That's a tough one.
Female athlete of the year.
Viewers, listeners, the female athlete of the year.
Couple shows back, I told you who made the most money for the year as a female was Coco Gauff.
Coco
6
Gauff.
out of the 10 were tennis athletes. Second was a skier. I mean, Caitlin. No, who was in a basketball was in the top 10. Caitlin was 10. Who else was in the 10? A golfer. So it was mostly dominated by tennis players.
Tennis players.
So female athlete of the year.
What
I'd
Coco
probably have to
win?
give Simone Biles.
Simone Biles.
Coming back with all the twisties
And
at her age
and
gymnasts don't really.
Yeah, not that type. But I probably would have to agree with you on that one because in the tennis world, nobody was really dominant like that.
Igor Swiatek flip.
Up and down.
But I would give Simone Biles with that comeback after twisties and her
Yeah.
age and being on the top of
The
the mountain
mental
again.
breakdown the last couple of years
I know
back.
how it feels to retire and then get back to the top of the
Yes,
mountain.
yes.
I'd have to give Simone Biles.
So she's a comeback of the year now, so
That
that
for sure,
female.
man.
So what about on the male side?
Male athlete of the year.
People say Noah Lyles, no?
No way.
Losing at 200 cannot put
Plus,
him
he
down.
beat win 100. He never dominated.
With him, yeah.
Beat win 100. But athlete in all sports. Wow.
My boy from racing.
Verstappen.
Yeah.
Verstappen.
Why not?
Max won again. I think it was 7th.
Of course.
No, that's 7th. Fourth.
Yeah,
Max have to be in the mix as well.
of course, Max
Max have to
Verstappen
in
must
the
be
mix.
there.
I'm thinking.
Formula One. That's not easy, no. we,
If you go across the sports, nobody really stood out. No golfer, no basketball. The Boston Celtics won with a team effort.
yeah.
Jalen Brown, Jason Tatum. I mean,
No tennis player because them
Sinner
share
have
all
a good year.
titles. Been up and down. Sinner won what? One
but Sinner,
two slam. One French.
won a lot of matches this year. Probably the only other persons that won so many matches, the big three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll still give it to Max Verstappen though. Definitely Max Verstappen for this one.
Oh, I just remember. Lionel Messi. Once Lionel Messi is competing. Yeah. Messi.
In the
People
MLS.
Enjoy it. If you get a chance to see Messi play, right now, I need to go Miami and watch that match because he's in the twilight of his career. And I think Messi going to play next World Cup. And I want to be at the next World Cup.
Messi over Verstappen.
What I'm saying Messi is not because of,
Nah.
it's just the greatness Messi is.
Verstappen driving the fastest car by the best team. So what?
Peter is not.
No, it's not Messi though. Not Messi though. But
No, it's not Messi.
you have to enjoy Messi while he's still playing.
I agree.
LeBron while he's still playing.
I agree.
LeBron breaking all these records. No,
You guys want to know the truth? The greatest athlete for this year is Duplantis.
Duplantis.
Well, oh, leave out the
Mondo.
Plantis, eh?
Mondo breaking a record.
No, I know the pole vault. I know.
How many times this year?
Yeah.
But the thing I have with Mondo, he knows you can go higher. Everybody knows you can go higher.
And there's got one.
Just 1 centimeter over. Just break. What's the goal for it can
you
go?
remember, it's
get-
about money too,
yes,
So each time you break it,
It's the Duplantis. Because we don't know.
1 centimeter each
the
time.
Plantis. So your pick is the Plantis.
I would have to. Yeah.
I can't go Duplantis. Can't go Duplantis.
Why not?
It's pole vault. It's pole vault.
You know that pole
It's
vault.
like I'll go Roger Stone then.
And yet you just said Roger Stone.
Yeah, but I mean,
but Ken,
for
pole vault.
Jamaican performance.
But athlete of the year, the pole vault is probably the most difficult field event, though.
Yeah, it probably is. Yeah.
But
But that's what I'm saying. The
in
knock
terms of
I
the competition,
have against him is that he can go higher. I'm just sitting 1 centimeter each time. And then
That's unfair.
it's like, but it's the nature of the sport, and
yeah.
he can afford to do that.
And him get
He has
paid to
done
do
what?
it. Him
I
get
mean,
paid.
He get paid. I think it's 100,000.
Every time him break the
Every time he break
record.
so
Yeah,
why
yes,
not
I'm
do
just
it?
going to call it.
But I'm sure he can go way higher.
Eventually.
The Japanese, Otani in baseball,
But
he's done pretty well this year as well.
Yes.
He didn't pitch this year, I think. He only
No,
batted
him
this
have a
year.
shoulder
He have a
injury. Him
shoulder
never
injury, he
pitch.
didn't
Him never
this year.
pitch.
Yeah, but he dominated. Stealing.
In terms of batting with over 50 and stealing bases, yeah.
If he had pitched this year, then
Yeah,
but
it would have
didn't
been
pitch this year.
probably would have been Time Magazine Athlete of the Year too. If him the pitch plus win the World Series.
Yeah, so it's close. It's close this year. We never really have a athlete that
Dominate,
in
that's
the
true,
past where we have the Mayweather and the Tiger Woods or
The Federer winning four slams for the year.
dominating over. But yeah, it's tough.
Dominating year.
It's not, yeah,
That's the
definitely.
dominating year, and even so, it was an Olympic year. And the greatest performance for me would be the Cuban wrestler
The Cuban
winning his
wrestler.
5th gold medal. And to me, that is not talked about as much.
Yeah.
Winning 5 gold medals.
Won this year.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, winning 5 gold medals
No, but he only won one this year.
is only, but Olympics I'm gonna keep every 4 years.
I understand
So,
this, but all he did was win a silver gold medal.
but at the Olympics, that's what I'm saying. My Olympic performance for the year.
Just one medal.
Yeah, so that for me is the Olympic performance.
I
for the
tell
year.
you, if Marlon was allowed to play the singles and won it,
Yeah.
Marlon would have been the athlete of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He would have been at the GOAT in table tennis.
Yeah.
All the
he-
people have him as GOAT now.
Yeah. If Marlon had, if China they allow him to participate in the singles, yeah, man.
It's interesting, and I'm sure people out there who are
He's a
listening.
double Olympic gold medal.
Maybe we missed something, so maybe you can call in and tell us.
Yeah,
what we're missing,
badminton guys
or
do
who
that,
we're
but I don't
missing.
think the Chinese guy won it this year. No, I don't think it was him. I don't think it was him. But yeah.
And we have to, even we talk about the highs. I mean, and we have to talk about the lows, or more so, who is heading out of the sport. And for me,
Elaine Thompson.
Nadal.
Elaine Thompson. Oh, you're going international first.
Elaine Thompson not retired, but Nadal retired.
Retiring.
After such
Oh, yeah.
illustrious career, and for me, that is, I wouldn't say a low point, but yet still something that we have to highlight, because Nadal has done so much, not only for tennis players, but for athletes on a whole. Because for me, Nadal, Kobe Bryant, their mentality, their what they display, and how they play the sport, for me, can be
Yeah.
emulated through life.
Of course,
Because
yeah.
if you have that mindset and that outlook, and you live your life, whether it's in your own business, whether you go to the office, whether it's at home, whether it's in your marriage, whether the focus and the determination they
Resilience
have,
and yeah, man.
they definitely show that
Never give
there
up.
is such a thing as willpower.
Yeah.
Never give up, and battling after injuries, coming back and playing at that high level shows that.
You know, I think a lot of
He's
people
probably
give
my
up.
second
I
favorite.
think a lot of people, when they're going to face Nadal, I think they probably have sleepless nights. Like the night before,
Yeah.
because them know, say, boy,
If
we're
you
going to
beat
play
him,
that
you know
money.
give 5 hours.
Exactly.
Either you're going to lose in 2, or you're going to win in 5.
Exactly.
'Cause he will destroy you.
Yeah,
and
man.
to beat him, you have to go
Mentally, you have
all
to
the
be
way.
ready. You have to be really ready to beat Nadal.
Nadal probably my top 3 athletes all time.
Of all time.
Yeah, man.
Nadal.
Kobe, Messi, and then probably Nadal.
Yeah.
Jordan?
No, meaning my personal favorite athlete.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about greatness.
It's a personal choice.
Yeah, but no, I'm talking athletes that I
Yeah, watch.
I
Really watch. Yeah.
have a inclination to.
Yeah.
I mean, some people like Thierry Henry, some people like Mayweather, some people like
Muhammad
Djokovic.
Tyson.
Some people would say Peter would probably say Marlon.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a table tennis player, and hey, some people prefer basketball, but for me, those 3 athletes. I mean,
Yeah.
Messi because of
Name
his
them again.
genius.
Messi.
Kobe. Kobe's one.
And Nadal.
Everybody knows Kobe's one.
Yeah.
Messi's just genius. I mean, Messi's and Nadal for his just how he plays is just
Yeah.
hard working.
Yeah.
Some people like Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
Some people like Reggie Miller. You like who you like. For me, the greatest athlete I've seen is Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Yeah.
There you go. And probably a close second is Messi. So it's between Messi and Jordan.
And you're
What
leaving
Messi can do-
you're leaving up Muhammad Ali.
No, I didn't see Muhammad Ali.
Oh, okay.
And for me, Muhammad Ali greatness is more off his arena than in his arena.
Out
Muhammad
the
Ali
court.
Muhammad
Yeah.
Ali gets some lick in the boxing ring. And his record isn't unblemished like
Yeah.
the rest.
You know, to be
You get
honest,
what I'm
Rocky Marciano
No,
was
that-
50 fights and 0.
Precisely.
I don't think Money Mayweather has lost.
No, he hasn't
Has
lost.
he lost?
No,
So he's
no.
like 53 and
Yeah,
0.
But that's what I'm saying. Muhammad Ali's greatness is more of his whole persona in the ring and out the ring. With the whole,
Cassius Clay, changing the
Cassius
name,
Clay.
Muslim.
I just think
not going to war. I mean,
No, that,
his
I
whole
think
talk.
that's a side story. I
You-
think
you-
Ali was a great boxer.
You know
He's a great
you know that
boxer,
thing happened to
but he's
Muhammad?
not the greatest boxer.
You know
I
that
think he's
thing
the greatest. Very
you know what that thing happened to Muhammad? I think
In the
it's
ring?
similar
In the ring,
to what happened to Tyson.
in the
What
ring.
happened to Tyson?
They got locked up during the prime. Muhammad Ali couldn't box from
About 3-4
1967
years, yeah.
Sure.
to 71.
Yes.
And that was in his prime years.
So you're saying we never saw the best of Ali?
Peter, let me tell you something.
No, I'm asking. We never saw the best of Ali.
I don't think so. I think that
I think we saw it before.
It's like when Michael Vick went to prison. Michael Vick came out. It wasn't the same Michael Vick.
And you said the same
When Mike Tyson went and come back, that was not the same Mike Tyson, Peter. That was not that even close. And I think that Mohammed, that 3 years departure from your sport, during that period, I thought we didn't get to see the real Mohammed.
No, but even
I mean, the Mohammed at his peak.
But
He was
Muhammad
destroying
Ali-
everybody, you know.
Muhammad Ali is touted as probably the greatest athlete of all time, or one of definitely. in
Some people
conversation.
have him as number one.
Pundits, boxing pundits, and if you check
Sugar Ray.
Sugar Ray Robinson, if you check 10 different sites, 10 different boxing analysts, 20 different boxing analysts, you probably have one or two saying Muhammad Ali, but majority of boxing pundits
Robinson.
analysts will say Sugar Ray Robinson. So in the ring, Muhammad Ali is not touted as the best boxer of all time.
So who can
He's
you...
touted that because, as I said, most of
Alright.
it is because of, as I said,
What
how
do you
him
think
carry
about
himself, how him talk. all of
Money
that.
Mayweather.
People have him up there as well, but
But how can we not put him there too? He's undefeated, and
problem
I've never seen that man get a cut before.
I thought
You ever seen get a cut yet?
Yes, I've seen
seen
two
never.
fights. I've seen two fights.
I never see that man wobble
There
yet.
were fights like normally he was wobbling man. I seen fight
Against
Pretty
Pacquiao?
Boy, Golden Boy.
Oscar de la
I
Hoya.
think the
Oscar.
fight with Golden Boy. If
Was
you judge
rigged?
it, no, if you judge that fight objectively, it's hard to say who really won that fight.
Against Oscar.
Yes. Yeah, you see that? I saw the fight. and
Froggy, you
Money
watch that
Mayweather.
fight, Froggy?
I was not convinced that
hey,
also close. I was also
Mayweather don't lose.
Yeah.
We're looking on
I say said
cool and probably the
his
biggest
toughest fight was what was he saying? Oscar was his toughest fight.
yes. There's another fight as well. There's another fight, and Oscar. I'm not
I have
sure.
to check it back. But
that
even
that
so,
No, but
his record
Peter,
is
this man don't get
him don't lose.
the man don't get touched none at all, you know.
no, it's not true.
No, to be defensive, you have to be great, you know,
Yeah,
as
he
a
was great.
boxer.
He
you know.
was great. He was great. There's no doubt.
So you don't put him in your top three as a boxer. Let's forget about all-time
As a
athlete.
boxer?
Yeah, as a boxer.
He
So you
was
say Sugar
technically
Ray
a-
number one.
Yeah. I want to tell you something, you know.
Yo.
Michael McCollum was a greatly underrated boxer. Look at him man now.
I think it's time for sports commentary, and Peter is starting the controversy.
Yes,
It's
yes.
time for sports commentary.
Okay. So guys, greetings. Welcome to Sports Commentary. Vinicius Jr. finally get him award at last. He was awarded a FIFA award for Best Player of the Year 2024. So I've been watching a lot of Vinicius Jr. And at first I felt Jr. was being robbed, but Jr. didn't do all that much, you know. Vinicius Jr. hasn't done much this year either. Not many footballers have excelled this year. I don't know if it's a question of how there are too many games going on, or we're not seeing enough of the matches. But I'm gonna be honest with you, footballers, professional football, like professional basketball, is in a lull right now. I don't see people on fire playing football. No, I need to see the guy. What's the Jamaica guy who is they want to bring into Reggae Boys? What's his name again?
Greenwood?
Yeah, I've seen Mason Greenwood. Him have a fire when he played, all right, and that's why I would have liked to see him in the Jamaica squad. But I don't see a lot of players playing like that. Messi is one of the few who used to play like that. But this year I don't think I've seen any. Nobody has played their best football this year. For me. Now, this business of awards and Hall of Fame, because I saw a prominent Jamaican former athlete get a Hall of Fame thing, and she was overjoyed. But when I hear about Hall of Fame, I say, so what? What's a Hall of Fame? What's an award? I think I'm more interested in people winning prizes and cups and trophies and matches than dressing up in a suit and tie and being chosen by some journalists as the best footballer this year. I'm not impressed with it, and I'm not impressed by their choices. The other day, in netball, we beat England in a very crucial rubber. And all of a sudden now, we are rated top 4 in netball.
3.
No, man, we're rated 4
No,
in netball.
the ranking just come. Move up.
We move up to 3 now.
Yeah.
And then I say, so what? There are 5 countries that play netball, and we are rated 3. Next year we lose, we go down back to 4, and we're to 5. So, what is the rating of netball? What's important of netball? I mean, I can actually list all netball countries on one hand. Almost like cricket. It's only 12 other countries really play cricket, you know. Cricket and netball. What is the big deal with this? We are number one. And we are champions and all this kind of thing. No big thing. Is anybody watching the new Netflix series Sprint #2? You need to watch it, guys. It's only 4 episodes, but it was some gripping racing, some gripping stories being told around the Olympics and what happened at the Olympics. So what happened is that Netflix followed around all the Jamaican athletes and many of the Jamaican athletes and all the thing that, because originally the story was going to be Jamaica versus USA. But the series ended with the USA winning, as usual, and with Jamaica failing to live up to its potential. And so I remember there was some talk about, what took place at the Olympics. The fact is that 2 of our most prominent prospects went to the Olympics and did not even take to the field. You know, they had the cameras following them around. They knew they were going to be on Netflix. They knew they were going to be in the ads. They knew they were going to be in the promotions. But something else they knew. They knew they were injured. So I'm saying that somebody's pocket got picked, you know. And I think it's us, the Jamaicans. We send them to Paris. No, but get my point. Get my point. My point is that there should be some kind of commission of inquiry into what happened between this. I mean, do you recall when Sherika said she's not going to run in the 100? She could have told us that she's not going to run the 200.
Yeah.
But she stuck around with the cameras and did all the talking and all this kind of thing. And then at last minute, the guy was announcing for her. She put on, she was there. And I knew, it just looked like she knew she wasn't going to run. And we as Jamaicans.
That was on Netflix?
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
I have to watch you need to watch it. It's interesting because when you look back on things, in hindsight, things are clearer than before, right? And I'm saying, these two are respected athletes, and I respect them too. But did they really run a thing upon us? We need to look back on it. And if you watch this thing, you will see that a lot of this was for Netflix. There might have been some appearance money or something. But I think that those injuries were further reaching than was revealed. I think that those injuries were more consequential. And I feel that now we look back on it, what they call it, the perspicacity of hindsight, the clarity of hindsight, the transparency of looking back. You can see that it's clear and it's actually pellucid, that you can look back and see that those ladies knew from them reach Paris that this wasn't serious. You know what I mean?
Oh, so
Shelly-Ann did an abnormal amount of socializing, of Instagramming, of TikToking at the games. Is that normal for an athlete who's going to?
Because they know they were on Netflix.
And we're not going to come off Netflix. Netflix has just secured a deal with FIFA to carry the Women's World Cup in 2027 and even 2031. Right? Now we ask ourselves, what is Netflix? Why is Netflix coming into sports? Did you watch the Tyson fight? I couldn't watch it. I watched a spinning ball the whole time because there are too many people on the stream. What's going to happen with football and then later on with men's football and later on with others when Netflix start to get involved? They'll make more money, but how much sports we going to see?
Yeah, probably improve on it. I don't know.
Well, tonight's fight will not be on Netflix. It'll be another thing called DAZN, another pay-per-view kind of thing, where I'm going to spend my night searching to find this fight, and it's inconvenient. I think that sports need to be returned to the people instead of to the pay-per-view. That's just my feeling. Pay-per-view is ruining sports, right? We should be able to watch sports with an ad every now and a break. But my goodness, man, this thing where these major legal companies are cornering sports, right, is wrong. It's not good for sports. And I'm going to leave on a non-sports sort of thing. Minister of National Security, Mr. Chang, Horace Chang, recently told the entire Jamaica public that the Jamaica eye cameras are not working. All across Jamaica is not working. I don't think that's a good thing for him to say. if you're a serial rapist and the minister come out and say that the lights, the camera's not working in half a tree or Mona common raping ground, August Town and those areas, right? Why the minister didn't just keep his mouth and fix the cameras in the meantime before you announce that the Jamaica cameras are not working? What is going to happen? Suppose the radar guns are not working. Are we going to be able to speed now because the gun's not working? That's sports commentary. What say you?
Controversy boss himself. Never shot at controversy. To me, he's the athlete of the year. The athlete of the year, I should say. I tell you. Do you remember the phone lines are open, people? 1876 552 7406. Feel free to call in. I mean, and tell us if we missed out on anything or you want to add to anything. So I know some people might disagree with me saying Sugar Ray Robinson.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just my take, and I guess, as I said, most persons who are boxing as take, but
I think if
it's just a view. I must probably my view differs from here. Doesn't mean I'm right. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, but I mean, I still have Mona as one of the greatest athletes of all time. Yeah.
I hear Peter touch on something, and it's something that happened with Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton with the Netflix thing. Yeah. I think these people turn the sport. I think that is in a soap opera,
and I'm not. I need more entertainment.
Yeah, I believe after a time it's no longer sports.
Yeah, they're taking away certain
the realness
of sports where we.
So you're telling me that Shelley and these people allegedly knew that they're not gonna.
I think so too.
So Netflix was following them around
and
the
if
village.
You know you're not going to run, you know Netflix probably still not going to follow them. The show would have stopped. Would affect the show. And plus, you're contracted to the show. You know. Plus, I'm sure they're getting paid from it.
So is this a movie? Is a scripted thing like wrestling? Or it's all scripted now? It's all scripted. But even
so, for the season...
Yeah, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it. What's the name of it? Speed 2? Speed 2 on Netflix.
People they wanted to run. It's just that they couldn't. But we, the Jamaican people, wanted to know this. But they kept it from us. And because of, contracts and camera and everything. But I mean, just, as Peter said, our pocket get paid.
So Peter bust it out now. Yeah.
Our pocket get paid.
Yeah.
For the people.
So them
the people's champion.
So they went to the Olympics injured, knowing that they're not going to participate in the event and just for the whole Netflix and making money and okay. I see where sports is headed. I see where it's going. As I say, because the first time it happened, it was with the controversy with the race, the final race of the year in Formula One.
And I think that they're doing it to even sort of boost track and field as well.
Yeah, that's true. It will.
Because there's pros and cons.
Of course. And the thing about track and field, you can't really fake. You can't really fake. Yeah, you can't really.
Track and field is not a global.
Yeah.
Sport, which it should be.
I understand.
But people think that Jamaica, we are good at it. It's a global sport.
But them deceive we though, Ken. Them deceive us. Them deceive us. To deceive us.
Yeah. It's in the contract. You have to act like you're going to run and still behind the scenes, go to your hotel room, do your press conference, and because it's good for TV. And sports is entertainment. But as Fraggy said a long time before, they knew they're not going to run.
Yeah.
Sherika knew from before that they're not going to run. Shelly going on the bus and going to the gate and turning back.
I'm making up our nice cussing off the security guard.
Yeah, she knows it's good for TV. She knows she's not going to run.
Also, all of that part in the next video. It wasn't shown.
Sherika was entirely non-serious the whole time.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm sure deep down she hurt and want to run.
I wonder how
she pull a plug on the season from
before.
What do you
think our listeners and viewers? I wonder how them feel about that though. Being deceived that way. Yeah. Have your hopes up and everybody staying up and waiting to see.
Seems when you go up out and go party and see girls dress up and look good and nice. They deceive us.
It's a different story.
So what are you talking about? We'll be deceived our lives. Nothing is wrong with it.
All right.
Nothing is wrong with it. I don't see it as anything. I said continue the show. Even if you're injured and you pull the plug.
Let's continue with the act of it.
Yeah, it's good for TV, and I'm sure even so Peter didn't give us his ratings of the show. I'm going to watch it and come back and tell him my ratings of the show. But I heard it.
Was it good, Peter? Was it good? Was it good? Tell us if it was good.
It was gripping. It
So-
was very interesting.
There you go. Yeah, it's good for TV. Good for TV, so why not continue
Yeah.
and boost ratings? And you're a star athlete.
Yeah.
No, it was top level stuff. It made,
the only
track and
thing-
field look interesting. I would recommend anybody to watch it. But the problem was that the show didn't end with a Jamaica versus USA battle. It ended up with our two biggest stars quietly pulling out. It was very disappointing. Aldred, they only showed Aldred in the last part. Alfred, because she
Caribbean athlete.
she featured. No, because she medaled. They squeezed her in.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
But they fully expected a USA Jamaica rivalry, and
I
we
get
didn't
you.
live up to our end of the bargain.
I get it.
And I think because the girls knew they were injured, they played along as long as they could.
And I guess
Which I don't
both.
rank them. You rank them for
Yeah,
that?
man, I wrong them, man. I feel away. It takes away from the authenticity of sports, in my opinion. Takes away from it.
That's
what's
the
the
only
word
thing
you
I'm
use?
worried about. You know.
You were
Pelu said. Pelu
No,
said.
the one before that. You use the word-
Perspicacity.
Yes, that
Yeah.
one. I like that
These
word.
are new terms. You know, I heard what the guy named Ramaswamy, Vivek Ramaswamy, talk about the viscosity of the conflict that was taking place. I said,
I know that word, man.
no. He loved that word. Everything viscous with him, you know. I know you're a fan of Ramaswamy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
But no, I know big words too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so you give it, probably it sounds like you give it like a 9 out of 10.
A top show, man. Top show.
I
Top
forgot
show.
what
The
you-
only thing missing was the climactic finals.
The finish.
And things didn't go exactly to script, you know, because remember Noel Lyles didn't double.
Yeah,
Right?
Tobago
they
upset
didn't-
him.
Yeah, so it never went perfectly.
Which still
But
true to the game.
well, so that's good on Netflix. Them kind of reshuffle midway for real.
They had to edit it to make it seem interesting.
Yeah,
And it was
yeah,
going,
understand.
going in a certain way.
I just don't want it to reach to a point where everything becomes a show.
Yes, that's my problem too.
I don't want it to
Because-
overreach. I reach to the
you can
point
imagine-
where it starts to plan
Can you
events and
imagine-
plan outcomes.
Yeah,
Again,
Netflix
is a dangerous thing.
Yeah,
You know?
when Netflix
I think that's a part. I think that part will remain the same. Like Thibaut winning. I mean, if Netflix had their way,
no,
if
that's what
Netflix
I'm
had their way,
saying.
Noel
If more money start to get and then they need it to happen, just like with Formula One, they needed a certain man to win,
Yes.
allegedly.
Yes.
They needed that man to win in order to
Max.
to
They
make
need
more.
Max
Of
to win,
course,
yeah.
they needed somebody
Yes.
else. So I just hope that
pull the
don't
plug
come
on Lewis
over
Hamilton.
into
Sports,
Into our sport, the track and field.
is supposed to be a lottery or a raffle,
yes,
right? And what is happening?
Unpredictable.
Yeah, but what is happening is if you know that number 32 in blackjack is going to win from before, and you're featuring that little polo, that wheel, roulette, you know, it takes away from the
Yeah, I
thing.
just don't want them to influence
And here it is.
the outcome.
They start shooting Noah Lyles because he was more than likely, and the new Kishian was the threat. You know, so.
Anyway, people go and watch it. Speed 2.
Yeah,
Netflix.
But you know what's funny? I'm watching Kishian come down the track in the final 100 meter. And I could see Kishian tying up from 70 meters. I never noticed that before.
Yeah, we saw it. We saw
And
it.
it was unusual because every other race he had run, he was running with speed in the tank. Like I saw for Powell, just running and just looking at people.
The moment.
And then on the big occasion, I could see the
Inexperience.
stiffness. I could
Yeah.
see the tightening up from
plus
65 meters.
who was beside him again? Which American?
Giant steps. What's his name? Curly. Fred Curly.
Yeah.
Put-
Curly ran
apply
a good
pressure.
race and Curly applied pressure on him. If he had extended his lead from Curly, I think he would have cruised to the line.
Yeah,
But
the
Curly was
mental
right beside him.
inexperience.
When you watch it from Netflix, but Netflix have way better cameras than the Olympics. You know? When you watch it and you see Kishian tightening up, and you see Lyles to his right, leaning and thing, you just know the American is gonna win. Just like how when Merlin Otti lost
Merlin always
those
tighten
two
up.
races, you could see the person coming up and you see Merlin Otti just stiffening up as the thing. Yeah.
The decoy you call Curly.
Curly
Man
do
come
want
for win.
Man come for
Every
win,
man
but
come to
he
win
could-
him now.
Yeah, yeah.
If Laz was in a closer lane, I think the race would have been.
Different outcome. Well, people know, it's time for frogging in 5.
I wonder what he won't come with.
Yeah.
I think that's something. I wonder if it's something to do with Pep. Yeah.
I know it's most pep, you know.
It's not Pep, man.
Not Pep.
Pep
Put
or
a Pep
Craig.
in your step on.
It's not
Pep
Pep,
or
man.
Craig.
I give it my athlete for the year, Jamaica, and I have to give it to Bunny Sharp.
Okay.
I forgive it to Bunny Shaw, man.
The shot that it could like Peter with the controversy.
No, the whole swagger give it to. Which Jamaican athlete I can give it to?
But what Bunny Shaw do?
Leading goal scorer in women's football in England, being named on the Ballon d'Or listing, amongst other accolades. Come on, man.
What about the part that she not playing for regular girls?
That was politics. Leave
Yeah,
that
so,
alone.
I mean,
Politics.
you can't
Leave
get
that
athlete of the
alone.
year if you don't represent the country.
For me, she's my athlete of the year. I have to leave the country alone. Max don't represent him country. Max represent himself.
You represent him country too, man.
His country.
Him
Red
flag
Bull.
blow. Him flag a fly. Make him do.
Which country Max is come from?
But you give Bunny Shaw
Yeah, man.
athlete of the year.
Give Bunny Shaw my
Not
my
only
athlete.
male or female
Based on our
overall.
performance, I'm not going to look at the nuances behind the scenes of what happened with the national program and the coaching and all of these things. But look at our performance itself. And our performance spoke volumes as a woman footballer coming out of Jamaica. You start a career in Jamaica, you go college, you go on the international stage, and for the world to see you, which other athlete in Jamaica outside of Bolt and Shelley and outside of track and field, and probably Fraser McCallum, which other athlete in Jamaica, the world recognizes you to the point where you are being nominated for a global award.
It's football. Football is a global sport.
Yeah, but
Because even so, Romelu Aiken is big in netball.
and as big as Bolt was never nominated for no international athlete of the year.
Of course.
He was?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Easily. Bolt won.
You know, Bolt was on a lot of
Magazine covers and all
yeah,
that.
in terms of
Give
top
him
5
that.
athlete of all time.
Yeah.
Bolt
Give
is
him
in the
that.
mix.
But outside of Bolt, or Shelley, or
So you
Elliot
say
to a lesser point.
Khadija
No, I-
Shaw
I-
is...
Shaw is the next.
Bunny Shaw, I can agree with you somewhat. But
Even
in terms of her name being
Just
on
her
the Ballon d'Or,
performance, yeah.
the prestigious
The
award
performance I look at.
and whatever.
but even
Yeah, I can
But
I
the
can see that.
netballers are big enough.
but yeah,
But
netballers are big.
Kane is 5 countries play netball,
That's
as
what
Peter
Peter
said.
said.
even outside of that, even with her,
It's way more people. Don't listen to Peter.
It's way more.
But
But I
even-
know what I'm trying to say. It's 5 serious countries that invest in netball.
but even outside of what she
Who's
did,
the fifth one?
Trinidad? I don't know.
oh, Australia, England, Jamaica,
Trinidad win World Cup, right? No.
no,
Back in the
finish
day,
was the
way
third, I
back.
think.
Yeah,
or
way
fourth.
back.
Yeah, man, way back,
Yeah, man,
way back,
netball,
yeah,
of course, one time.
But outside of that, with the whole Bunny Shaw, the JFF, she even come back in the team, and unlike such man, she come back and perform
I mean,
as
who
much as
plays?
it's against South Africa. Such man. We don't need for calling me, man. Any year now, we don't need them name, right? Positivity for you, say, yeah. we don't need a Florida party going right now.
You
But
give
yeah,
Bunny Shaw, I mean, athlete.
based on the team Jamaica, based on her
She's a
performance.
leading goal scorer and
She's the leading goal scorer in England for Man City.
Yeah.
I think she's a record holder.
So because
as
it's
well.
Man City, what about the years when she was performing at what was it, Leon? Was just
Leon,
playing for
PSG.
PSG.
Yeah, she had performed same
She performed at PSG, but because she the EPL now, it's
first season and she dominate and she come back and dominate again.
Dominate.
So she's feared, you know.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Which other Jamaican athlete is footballer is feared across the world?
It's what Jamaican football is
Yeah.
feared. I mean,
She's feared, you know.
Yeah,
I don't-
we can give
I
it
don't-
to
I
her.
don't-
We can give it
She's
to Bunny.
feared.
We can give it to Bunny.
no,
You can give it to Bunny.
no.
No, I'm just saying she's playing
Look
in
at her
the
performance.
it's the biggest female league in the world, right?
She don't play for Jamaica. So I can't give her.
No.
She don't play for Jamaica, so I can't give
because-
her.
What do you mean she can't make a national team?
She don't play for
She's
Jamaica.
the
so I
captain
can't-
of the national team, you know.
No, she decided not
No,
to
but
play
the
for
award,
the team.
the award Froggy giving her
Is
is
Jamaican.
for Jamaica. I'm not giving her because she don't play for Jamaica. She can't get it. She have to play
It
for
was
Jamaica.
she's the leading goal scorer in Jamaica, male and football, male or
If you
female.
combine, if you
Yes.
tally up.
She's leading.
Combine women's stats with men's stats. It's an easier game. What kind of nonsense is that?
I can't.
Peter, don't say that.
Peter, come on now, man. The game is a game. I think it's
no.
different. It's
I agree,
relative.
Peter.
Everyone around that table score 4 goals in a women's football match.
No, but it's women's playing against women.
That's what I'm saying.
It's females against females, so
But
it's relative.
the sport
You know,
just
they have the
developing.
same speed, they have the same.
Yeah, but
they're
that's
under
not
the
the
same
point.
circumstances.
It's just being developed.
Women's
It's like
football
tennis.
is not
Tennis
equivalent
is
to
equivalent on both sides. You think so?
Yes.
Well, so why is lawn tennis equivalent on both sides?
Why is it well?
Because it's been around long and it's at that
Oh, so-
level.
oh, so
Women's
Because
football
it's a
just
length of
starting.
time.
we said it just starting up.
Women's football just
So
starting.
10 years from now, you
No,
can't compare.
Women's football is reaching a level now where it is increasing.
I'm going to say no. I thought that 10 years ago, I thought the football the women were playing was much better
And
than now.
then it's declining.
I agree with you.
Well, even so,
I watched it. I watched
well,
it.
then it's declining then. But men's football
National
is.
team was way better 10 years ago than
But even so, well, I'm just saying that. But men's football is and has been around for
Generation.
200 years.
Yeah.
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 Women's football hasn't been around 200 years.
But-
Lawn tennis is equivalent because Navratilova, Steffi Graf,
Everything
all-
start the same for the
because
same.
It's been at that level. So lawn tennis, women and men are equivalent on that regard. Men's football and women's football aren't equivalent. Look at that. Well, that's what Peter's trying to say, but he's saying it crude. No, no, not the word. No, prosperity. What's it? You have heard that word before. It's not viscosity. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I said that Peter let us wear some sky blue today.
Yeah. So Sky Blue, which team wears Sky Blue?
Man City, and I can't tell you no.
Yeah, we expect you to talk about
No,
Pep, because
but
I know he's a
years
a
ago I've been
Pep
saying
hater,
that
he's a
Pep-
Pep hater, you know.
Pep is not as great as we think he is, and I've always been telling you guys that Pep,
No,
you walk
no.
into some
You saying
team-
one, your statement is not as great
He's
as
not as-
we think he is.
yeah,
Who is
not as
we?
great. You,
Okay.
Peter.
All right. So
Yeah.
you are saying
No, it matter. From long time I've been saying it.
how the
So the
question
man
I
have
ask
a-
you
the
is
man
Pep
have a one
great?
bad
This is
season.
why.
Is
This
Pep
is why I
great? Is
don't.
Pep great?
A bad
It's a-
period.
No, it's not a bad period. I always mention
Hold
that
on.
patch. That's strong.
Pep
Hold on.
has been a coach who predominantly picks up a team that is built already, solid spine and everything, and he stays at that club. Win all he can win at that club. And as soon as that spine get old and he has to replace that spine, he leaves. He did it at Barcelona. As soon as Xavi and Iniesta, them start get old, Busquets will just start come up, but he needed to replace two of the most mobile players, Xavi and Iniesta. He left and go Bayern. Go Bayern for 3 seasons. And as soon as the Bayern spine start get old, him leave. It's Ancelotti go there and have to replace them.
So it's like a Phil Jackson.
No, him come at Man City. He spent too long at Man City. He's been at Man City since what, 2017?
2016.
So you say he's not
2016.
really a
He
rebuilding
doesn't
type
build-
of coach.
Exactly. No, he's at a point where he has to rebuild City,
So-
and this is what is happening.
So you think
Well, you
everybody?
are who you are.
So you think everybody could have do what Pep do?
In
Is
terms
that
of
everybody
what?
can manage stars, you know? Just like
So,
Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson
the question I'm
wasn't
asking
into
you-
the
You started off saying that Pep is
He's
not
not
great
as
as
great
we
as-
think he is.
No,
Yeah,
he's not
yeah.
I'm asking you, do you think Pep is great?
I think he's a good coach. He's a great
Next
coach.
question. Yeah, right.
But
he's a
not
great
as
coach and him have the
great
pieces
coach.
already.
When he has the pieces
Hold on.
already.
Is Pep a great coach?
When he have him pieces, yeah,
is
yes,
Pep a
he's
great
a great coach.
So what's the difference between Pep and Ferguson, Alex?
Alex built teams. Alex built a team from a class of 92. He built that from the academy, come straight up. He built that team coming up, and Alex didn't really buy players. like
So
that.
Oh, you
is
sound, you
Sir
sound like,
Alex
like a Glenn
Ferguson-
Mills and a Stephen
is-
Francis.
is Sir
People build.
One build
for
and
me,
one
for me,
maintain.
my greatness
And,
is a coach. That's why I always say
Hold on, is Alex Ferguson greater than Pep in terms of coaching?
I would say Alex Ferguson is greater than Pep in terms of coaching. Yes,
Everybody
because
agrees to that.
He's a man that builds
You're
teams.
selling Pep short. Is
Pep
Pep,
is a man that buys team.
so?
Yeah, but he obviously buys
he's
team.
special at
He's
doing
at a
that.
point right
But he's
now.
special at doing that.
He's at a point right now where he has to rebuild Man City from scratch.
I mean, if you have money,
And
some
let
people
us
go
see
buy
him do
cars.
that.
Some people going to buy.
I'd like to correct that.
Oh,
Manchester United always bought players. They did have a core of Beckham and
Giggs and Scholes,
they
Riking.
bought Cristiano Ronaldo. They bought.
to replace.
No. The point is everybody.
But the
Everybody buys.
But the core was still there. The core was still there, you know. It's the core I'm using, you know. But replace one, you know. When Ronaldo left, who did he buy? Nani. Like for like. He never go out there and buy a whole heap. Pep is a coach that buys team. And he doesn't go to a regular team and say, I'm going to build this team. It's
So
like how
what's wrong?
It's
That's
like
part
how
of the game.
Klopp went to Liverpool and he said, all right, then give me that little man, then give me that average man, then give me that average man, and make it work.
Make
and
what
chase
work.
down Pep
Yeah.
couple seasons until him finally win. Pep is not going to do that. This is the first
He's
time.
not going to do that, or him can't do that. What is it? What
I
are
feel
you
him can't do it.
Oh, you
Okay,
feel
so
it
say
can't
it
He
then,
can't.
man.
He
Say-
can't build a
say-
team.
Say it that way then.
Me
He's
feel
not a
Pep
builder
can't.
of a team,
He's
but,
not-
but he's a good manager.
He's a good manager. He will.
Great manager.
If the pieces are there already, if the pieces are there,
He's great.
he will
Our
get it.
people.
Great.
We'll come to the
No matter
end.
what you want to put it,
It's
he's
our
great.
final show for the year. We have come to the end of our, well, what would I call this? Primal 2024.
Very productive
You know what I
year.
mean?
I
It
should
has
say
been it's a good one. It's a good one. I will see where the viewership keep going up, as you said before. Kane,
record
and
breaking
I will
57,000.
thank all the listeners from Western Jamaica, you know, and the Primal 4K of the States, all over the world, really.
Yeah.
But, you know, we have a special little thing for down here in Trelawney, and you know, Fit FM 96.7.
Julia and the
Best
team.
from
Yes,
West.
yes, the best from the West.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, so Christmas is next week, and the New Year's.
Yeah.
We're looking
Yeah.
forward to 2025. People, you know, you have to keep safe out there. Enjoy the
Yeah, man.
season. I mean, be festive, but
Yeah,
be
man.
responsible.
Yeah. Watch out for the potholes.
Eat a lot of food.
Yeah.
And I mean, stay close to family. If you can't be close to them, call them, check in. I know it's a time for family. And,
Yeah, the family, it's a
togetherness.
family holiday, really, you know.
Yeah.
So,
Christmas and the New Year's and the festive
and
and
what's still
whatever.
going on?
Yeah, man.
You know,
Yeah,
as we
man.
go into the new year, we have tennis kicking off in Australia now. I mean,
Basketball going into full stride now.
football continues. all
NFL is
year
coming
round.
up. The NFL season is.
So we have a lot to look forward for next year. And we'll give you our prospects and our hopes for 2025.
Yeah.
From the Sunshine Girls to the Reggae Boys to, I mean,
One of the biggest prospects for next year. Messi might be playing in Jamaica.
to CONCACAF.
Conquer.
Yeah, because Cavaliers won that. You can imagine Messi at the stadium.
Yeah.
Just because Miami coming, don't mean Messi coming.
I'm just hoping. I can hope.
Play on a pitch that he might
You can see it.
I'm hoping. He doesn't have to play.
I just want
he doesn't
the
have to play
people, all the
He can sit on-
best.
He can sit on the bench. You know. I will go and watch that. I will go and watch that.
Yeah, man. All the best, people. See
Yeah.
you in 2025.
Peace.
One love.